Hey there everybody, it's Kelly with Kellyscards.ca and welcome to the What's in My Stash series. I did a video earlier on my first part of my adhesives. Now this will be part 2. So to start this second video, let's get right into foam squares. I've kind of moved away from foam squares when it comes to die cutting big pieces. I'll buy pieces of foam and then die cut the foam itself. So I just want to quickly show you why I've moved to this craft foam. I basically cut this piece of craft foam to back onto this panel, and that is a lot of foam. You can see why using pop dots would be almost ridiculous at this point. So that's why I've moved away from the pop dots to this craft foam, especially for the bigger pieces. It gives the dimension to the project. The only downside is that you have to use some adhesive on both sides of this, but I still feel this is a better option and you're going to get a consistent dimension through your whole piece. If I was going to put a piece on this, it would be all solid opposed to putting pop dots here and there. So that is, still love these pop dots for a lot of things, but for some of the bigger pieces, like especially this, I'll definitely go with the craft foam instead of the pop dots. But for smaller items, I still use these pop dots, and these are by Scrapbook Adhesives. They come in black and white in a variety of sizes. There will be smaller ones, and then of course there will also be bigger ones such as this. And they make the thicker ones and the thinner ones, so this really gives you a little bit more control over how popped up and how high things are off your card. You can even double them up in size so that it is taller. And really like this product. They also make foam tape, and this is really good for shaker cards and actually bigger pieces. So if you had a big die cut square like this and you wanted to put this up on this tape, this would be nice and a lot easier to put on than these little squares. So really good company, really like those pop dots. I use these little zots, and these are just teeny tiny little zots of adhesive, and I'll use this when I attach, say, a butterfly and I want to attach it just in the middle. Perhaps sequins I will attach with this. Really anything little, flowers. Really like this adhesive. It's pretty sticky, and this comes in different sizes too. These are little ones, but you can buy them in bigger size. Really good company. They've made a lot of adhesives for a long time, so good company there. I have a video coming up at some point on this, I just haven't edited it, on this Easy Tack, and this is a spray adhesive. Really like this idea for spraying on the back of die cuts to put them together. I've seen a lot of crafters use this, and I don't mind this product. It is quite sticky, but really like this product, and again we'll have a video on that. One of my favorite ways to adhere die cuts is my little xyron runner. So this one is probably the most commonly one sold and seen in stores, but all you do is drop in your little die cut nice and straight on the top, and then it will tell you to pull here, and once you pull it out, your die cut is going to come out like this. And basically you just rub this to make sure that no adhesive gets on the top and that all your edges are pushed down. And now when I peel this off, this is all sticky, and we'll just put this in the garbage. So that was the sticky piece, and now this comes off and it is a sticker. And really love the use of this. Again, you can get really teeny tiny die cuts adhered perfectly to your products. And I have this one, and then this one is a little bit wider. It's a little bit wider tape. It goes all the way across, where this one is, well, you can see there, it's about half the size, maybe a little bit more on this one, but really love this product. Really great idea for adhering small die cuts. They also have bigger products and you kind of roll out, you can place your die cuts down and then roll it out and do multiple items at once. But really, in thinking about this as crafters, we do not want to have a lot of huge machines. These are so easy to store and very functional. Going into other ways to get some adhesive onto die cuts, most people know about this stick-it tape. Really like this stick-it tape. So basically it's sheets of adhesives. You cut pieces off and adhere it to your cardstock and then die cut with it. So I'm going to do this today as an example to show you, and I'm actually going to use the sizzix version. It's the same stuff basically, only this is through sizzix, and I'm going to demonstrate here how this works. So I've got this black piece of cardstock, a piece of this tape, which is again just like the stick-it tape that I'm going to put down, and I've got this extremely detailed die. Now I can't imagine trying to put wet adhesive on this to adhere, and I suppose most of you can't either. So to make this so much easier to adhere, we're going to use this stick-it tape, and basically you just peel the back off like this, and this is all sticky now. And I'm going to put this down onto my black cardstock, and I'm just going to push it in on here. And it's really important, this stuff is extremely sticky, so make sure that your piece of tape is actually smaller than your cardstock, because if you run this through your die cut machine and you're getting the back of this adhesive all over your plates, it's going to be a disaster. So always make sure that this piece of the either stick-it tape or the sizzix tape is actually smaller than your cardstock. Now I'm going to run this through my die cut machine, but I'm going to run it through on the black side so that when it die cuts, I'm going to have this release paper to remove. So I just ran that through my die cut machine. Now when I pull this off, because this is such a detailed die, this is going to start pulling off this release paper. But generally you'll see this white paper on the back, and as you pull it off, this is going to remove the backing, and then this is all going to be sticky with adhesive now. So I'm going to pull out my little die cut now, and these pieces are going to come out, and I'll pull it out like that, and we'll just move this out of the way. And now you can see with the shine that that is full of adhesive. So now this is going to be really easy to adhere to my surface that I want to adhere this to. I'm just going to put this down, but I just want to show you how this goes down and how perfect this works. So as you can see now, that's really nice and down. We could have pulled all the edges off, but for this demonstration, really I'm just showing you how to get this adhered down with very little fuss. So really love this stuff. It is worth the investment. If you have a die cut machine and you don't want to be frustrated with little intricate dies, letters, small shapes like this, this is awesome. So I would suggest that for you, and I use this all the time. And again, it doesn't leave adhesive on your actual die, just the little pieces that need to be pushed out anyways will have a little bit of that adhesive on, and you can just pick those up and clean your surface off. I'll show you this card now, and as you can see, this die cut, what I've done is layered it up 3 times, and I did use the stick-it tape to do this. So I die cut this with the stick-it tape 3 times, and then I layered it up on top, and same thing with this smile. Again, layered it up several times, and then I layered it up using the adhesive from the stick-it tape to make it easier. So really, really love this product. These are really great products, and they are worth the investment if you have a die cut machine. Again, in the first video I mentioned about this roll of Be Creative tape, and this is another one that you could cut a piece off, put it down onto your cardstock just like the stick-it tape, and die cut. I believe it would work exactly the same. So this is another use for this bigger roll of adhesive for me. If you have die cuts that are small and like little tiny areas or little corners that you want to just add a little bit of adhesive to but not go crazy, This is the Quickie glue pen, and it has a pinpoint roller, so it really is small and will help get into small areas. Really like this product. Again, it is just very easy to use, and I love that it goes into such little spots with such detail. So now I'm going to get into wet adhesive, and this is a love-hate relationship I'm sure most people have. I love this Tombow multi-liquid glue. I have both the green version and the blue version, and really like this product for a lot of things, but what I don't like this product for is die cuts and adding sequins and small, really anything small, because if this dries, it dries to that shiny look, and this is where really my favorite wet adhesive comes in. I've got a couple different ones. They're all basically multi-matte mediums, and this one is new. This bottle actually comes with this little brush inside, and this will help to adhere down actually bigger pieces. I also use these little micro applicators, and these are just little bits that when you pull them out, you can dip them into an adhesive, and see, it just has a little end there, and then you can get into small little areas. Really like this product. Pretty cheap to purchase these, and you've got quite a lot of them. There's 100 pieces in this bottle, so I will use those on this big bottle as well. But really like this multi-matte medium. When things dry, they dry not shiny. This was adhered, and you can see there's no shine around it. Same with these ones, and that's why I use the multi-matte medium on sequins and other small items, and especially small die cuts. If I were to use a wet glue on this, which definitely I'd prefer the stick-it tape, but if I were to use a wet glue on this, I would use the multi-matte medium by Ranger. So thank you for joining me for this second episode in my What's in My Stash series. Again, some really great products, and again, each one can be used for different things. Again, some of these are my ultimate favorites, this multi-matte medium, and again, the stick-it tapes for the die cutting. Really love these products, really don't want to live without them. They make crafting so much more enjoyable for what they offer. So I hope you've enjoyed this part 2 in adhesives and What's in My Stash series. There's a lot more videos coming on the way. You can check out my website and subscribe for more videos, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day.